Nobody can even hear me. Bam! Alright, now people can hear me. That's not even working. Alright, hold on. Gotta fucking... Christ. Why the fuck? Oh, it's because it's coming from my goddamn... I haven't switched up. There we go. Now we're good. Dope. I should change this back to default. If there's people here, I haven't pulled up the chat yet because I'm fixing OBS. I'm a fucking idiot. There we go. I am... Guess I'll post it in the thing. That's not even... God, I'm a fucking idiot. Blah. Yeah, why would it not? Fuck you. God. Eat my asshole. Alright. We're live! I've been live for 7 years. Hey, things are working. Hey.
Flash Thompson was one of my favorite superheroes. I have a tendency to swap around whoever's having an amazing story feelings, but I feel I need to do this. I don't normally, but I feel I need to. To me, Flash, I feel I need to.
We're at editing. We're editing, boys. Hey, man. It's time for us to edit.
To me, Flash Thompson was one of my favorite superheroes. I have a tendency to swap around whoever's having an amazing story just because that's how I am. I get excited and hyped about things, and that becomes my 100% focus. Agent Venom has always remained one of my favorite superheroes in existence. Maybe it's because I'm able to relate with his path myself up to the diverging path of becoming Agent Venom. Or maybe
La 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 la. Sure, I'll use this. Why not?
something else. But I wanted to take a moment to explain who Agent Venom is and what his life entails. Maybe then you'll understand him and me a little bit better. Let me clarify. I know that this is a comic. I know that will probably eventually return, but I would a little bit better.
Flash Boy. Hey boy, my name is Flash Boy. It's poppin' boy, my name is Flash Boy. What's that even mean? What does that even mean? Ah shit. Beats fucking me. I should probably pause that. Ah! How'd I do that? What the fuck was that? Oh. I hit a tiny little button on my other monitor's taskbar that made everything minimize briefly. Trying to find an image to use for this bit. I don't know if I want to just show Flash Thompson or if I just want to show Dead Man. Hi Jay. Well, the only reason I shouldn't be streaming is because streaming makes me... I need to stop, like, deliberating what image to show. Because I'm going to show all these in more specifics later. I'm just going to show a picture of goddamn anti-venom.
Let me clarify.
What the fuck? Fix that shit. It is fixed. God damn it. I hate Premiere. Premiere...
I know that this is a comic. I know that will probably eventually return, but I would kind of rather he did. This is an amazing finale for his entire character development. Flash Thompson started his life in comics as the bully around Midtown High School. He would bully Flash.
See, no, I am gonna show his, no, it's fine. Whatever.
Flash Thompson.
It's fine. It's fucking fine. Where's that shit? I'm in the wrong folder. I'm gonna be spending a lot of time on the other monitors, so fucking, get used to it, men. Here we go.
Started his life in comics as the bully around Midtown High School. He would bully young Peter Parker in the early comic books as a way to give Peter a bully and let people relate to Peter Parker. Peter Parker was supposed to be every other nerdy kid. It fell in line with this whole with great power also comes great responsibility thing. But when Spider-Man came into existence, Flash looked up to him. He saw Spider-Man as a hero. Thing. But when Spider-Man came into existence, Flash looked up to him. He saw Spider-Man as a hero, someone to idolize. As a matter of fact, when he dressed up as Spider-Man, Green Goblin mistook Flash.
This is Flash getting fucked up by some boys.
ability thing. But when Spider-Man
I should just show like just Spider-Man. Anyway, my thought from earlier. The only reason I say I shouldn't be streaming is because it is 5:30 a.m. I've realized, and this video is supposed to go out today. And streaming occasionally makes me distracted. But it seems like there's not a whole lot of people here, so it won't bother me too much, I guess. Do I have the cover to Amazing Fantasy 15? I do. I'll use that. Why not? What the hell? Oh, jeez. I'll just throw that up there.
came into existence, Flash looked up to it. He saw Spider-Man as a hero, someone to idolize. As a matter of fact, when he dressed up as Spider-Man...
It's gonna be a lot of... This video is not focused. It's not a focused video, if that makes any sense. There's not a whole lot of,
As a matter of fact,
a whole lot of specific references here.
And Flash Thompson ran away from the fight with everyone assuming Spider-Man had run to redeem his hero's legacy. And Flash Thompson ran away from the fight with everyone assuming Spider-Man had run to redeem his hero.
I mean, there is some. The first half of the video is very specific stuff, but like the back half is just stories from Benny in the army, and then more general Flash Thompson gunk.
To redeem his hero's legacy, to make him not appear to be a coward, he put the costume back on and he went out to stop 3 car thieves and show the world that Spider-Man on, and he went out to stop the...
But so yeah, I got all the specific stuff I could.
3 car thieves and show the world that Spider-Man was a hero. He was beaten up here. Eventually he grabbed... Hero. He was beaten up here, though. Eventually he grabbed...
But hey. It's fine.
Graduated, because back in this day, people in comic books actually aged and they matured and they developed. He went to Empire State University on an athletic scholarship and was classmates with
ESU.
Peter Parker once again. This is when he became friends with Peter after Gwen Stacy made them bury the hatchet. Time went on as it does, and Peter moved on to become a photographer, while Flash Thompson joined the United States military. Hatchet. Time went on as it does, and Peter moved on to become a photographer, while Flash Thompson joined the United States military. Comics are weird and wonky, so this is a period in which Flash saved the temple, got married, and then met back up with everyone, but eventually... Comics are weird and wonky, so this is a period in which Flash saved a temple, got married, and then met back up with everyone, but eventually he decided to rejoin the army for the Iraq War. Flash saved a temple, got married, and then met back up with everyone, but eventually...
This is basically just going to be a slideshow. That's what I would refer to this type of video. Which is just a bunch of images to make you not lose interest. Because it's audio. I tried to convince Benny to do live action for this one, but he said that he wouldn't be able to, so...
He decided to rejoin the army for the Iraq War. It was in this battle that he lost his leg, saving a battle buddy. His sacrifice earned him the medal...
Yeah, maybe I should do this deal.
Back up with everyone. This battle that he lost his leg, saving a battle, but eventually he decided to rejoin and then met back up with everyone, but eventually...
Correct, Jay.
Eventually, he decided to rejoin the army for the Iraq War. It was in this battle that he lost his leg, saving...
This is the problem. Whenever I gather assets based on a script for a video, I get way too much, and I have the paradox of choice. I don't know what the fuck to choose. Yeah, this one works. I'll use this one. Piss off. Comic editing is so much more rewarding. What do you mean? More rewarding than what? Would be my question.
He decided to rejoin the army for the Iraq War. It was in this battle that he lost his leg, saving a battle buddy. His sacrifice earned him the battle that he lost his leg, saving... It was in this battle...
God, he speaks so fast. I got like fucking 40 pages from this bit. but all I need is this.
It was in this battle that he lost his legs saving a battle buddy. His sacrifice earned him the Medal of Honor and he returned to the States. He went through the stages of grief over losing his legs, but eventually he was given the option to join Project Rebirth as Agent Venom. He was given the option of losing his legs, but eventually he was...
Rebirth. Perfect. I like getting them in advance because it gives me more options to play with, and it's less boring for me personally. Because I can, with videos like this, normally I will cut the audio and then look up assets based on the script. Because at that point, I can just listen to a podcast or something. But if I'm playing audio, going to look for something, dropping it in, it can't listen to anything. I have to listen to Benny.
Join Project Rebirth as Agent Venom. It was here that his true journey began. He was given the option to join Project Rebirth as Agent Venom. It was here that his true journey began, working with the heroes that he grew up admiring, learning to work with his new battle buddy, Venom. The two of them became heroes. Venom.
Venom. Oh, Venom. Also, if anybody knows a way... Well, hold on, let me actually test to see if this works before... Oh, what's going on? I forgot. I don't have Photoshop open. Never mind.
The two of them became heroes in every sense of the word. Sure, it's a comic, and some stuff in here was a little out there, like him fighting against the forces of hell or go... The word. Sure, it's a comic, and some stuff in here was a little out there, like...
What's up, Ted? What's poppin'? Is this the first thing I've done since I murdered the podcast? Probably. Is Photoshop open? It's a little bit open. I wanted to... Is there... Can I do this? Will it let me do that? Probably not, huh? Yeah, that sucks. Can I do it manually? Don't look at that. Nope. That sucks. You can't push multiple things to Photoshop, which means I'm just gonna have to drop everything from File Explorer into Photoshop and only use the shit that I actually use. Dumb. I was real surprised to hear Scott cuck the guy. He didn't necessarily cuck a guy. For cuckolding to take place, technically the man has to watch, or at least be aware of it. And also, the man who you were referring to, they weren't even together anymore, I don't think. I don't remember. What is this? Oh. Ha 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 ha. Funny meme. Ha 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 ha.
The two of them became heroes in every sense of the word. Sure, it's a comic, and some stuff in here was a little out there, like him fighting against the forces of...
Where's Hell? Is that an Agent Venom? Yeah, here it is. Again, I got, what? Yeah, I got 3 images for this one line, where the first one is completely fine.
Like him fighting against the forces of hell, or going into space with the Guardians of the Galaxy, or
For the Guardians one, I only got one, though.
going into space with the Guardians of the Galaxy. In the end, he was Agent Venom. But in the end, he was Agent Venom, a soldier who was injured saving his battle buddy. He was a soldier given a second chance. A soldier...
See, this is one thing that's a benefit from getting too much shit, is, like, this line.
A soldier who was injured saving his battle buddy.
If I didn't have, this image right here, I would have just extended the Guardians of the Galaxy one. But because I do,
a soldier who was injured saving his battle buddy.
Also, I want to make sure that yeah, I haven't used that yet. Pro tip. Fucking Premiere Pro tip that'll blow your goddamn mind. Whoop. See this little blue thing right here? That means that it's being used in the timeline. This asset is being used in the timeline. So if it doesn't have that, it's not being used. So if you're ever confused on like, did I already use this one? Don't worry. You can fucking find out with the little blue. You can also search the timeline, but I had removed the I removed the keybind for it. The keybind is Control F, and I don't know how to do it without Control F because it's not here. So anyway,
He was a soldier given a second chance. He was a soldier able to fight his battle buddy. He was a soldier given a second chance. He was a soldier able to fight with a new battle buddy once again. He dealt with the misconception that he was a villain due to bonding with Venom. And
yeah, I had an image I wanted to use for this one, because he's all fucking mad in this one.
again, he dealt with the misconception that he was a villain due to bonding with Venom, and he fought every day to prove that he was a hero and not some kind of a monster. And in the end, his friends all wanted to believe him. They did. Monster. And in the end, his friends all wanted to believe him. They did. But they always expected him to snap, to become that creature again, to become that monster. He fought this stigma more times than he should have, as many people in the world of comics do. And in the end, he was separated from his battle buddy.
Battle buddy.
A series of events took Venom away from Flash. He was left wanting to be a hero, but unable to do so. So he sought out his partner again, and he found him eventually. But Venom had already bonded with Eddie Brock, and the two fought over who should be holding.
Where do I have that? Is that in Flash Thompson? Probably. Yep. Here it is.
So he sought out his partner again, and he found him eventually. But Venom had already bonded with Eddie Brock, and the two fought over who should be holding the Venom symbiote. Flash was covered in the anti-Venom serum, which turned him into. Flash was covered in the anti-Venom serum, which turned him
Wow, the background image.
into anti-agent Venom. Still able to do his job and not able to bond with Venom ever again for fear of injuring it. But he was back to being a hero, and eventually,
Bye, Ted.
Spider-Man called on his help. Green Goblin had merged.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Suck a dick. Spider-Man.
But he was back to being a hero, and eventually, Spider-Man called on his help. Green Goblin had merged.
Yeah, mine's R for that.
Merged with the Carnage.
But I don't even use it most of the time because one of the buttons on my mouse is bound to R.
Spider-Man was overwhelmed.
So
Calling.
you can go woo. You can go real fast. You can also do that backwards as well, but I don't. With what is it, J? Yeah. You can shuttle backwards with J, but I don't use that like ever. And then the top button on my mouse does this, which is what is it? Yeah, /. Just zooms in and out of the timeline. It's very helpful if you want to like be like, oh, Key bindings are fantastic.
Green Goblin had merged with the Carnage symbiote.
Yeah. Just give me a fucking picture of Red Goblin. Is there not like a clear shot of Red Goblin in Amazing Spider-Man 800? Also, by the way, there's spoilers for Amazing Spider-Man 800 in this stream. Red Goblin, yum. Here, this, but like fucking much bigger, please. Why? Stupid ass. What's up, comics, dude? I'm fine. I'm really stressed out right now, but you know what? We're gonna make it through. We're gonna make it through today. Currently nocturnal. Which is fucking irritating. What is this JPEG large format? I don't get it. It's some shit that Twitter does. Don't understand it. You just delete the underscore large part, and then it's a normal fucking JPEG. I don't understand why it's weird like that. I'm stressed because I have a thing I have to do later today. Basically I'm stressed because the only way I'm gonna get sleep is by staying nocturnal, and I don't want to stay nocturnal. I have my first session of a D&D campaign that I'm part of later tonight, and That's not what's stressing me out. What's stressing me out is the logistics of getting there, because this video is supposed to come out today and it's 5:40. Which, I mean, it's not going to take that long, but
Green Goblin had merged with the Carnage symbiote, and Spider-Man was overwhelmed.
I still have to sleep at some point. I figured if I go to sleep by 9 a.m., I should be fine. To get like 8 hours, if I go to sleep by 9 a.m., I should be good, but then that means when I get home, I'm going to have to edit comics tonight. And vicious cycle.
All of his friends to aid in this battle when it all seemed lost. Spider-Man was overwhelmed. Carnage symbiote. And Spider-Man was overwhelmed, calling on all of his friends to aid in this battle when it all seemed lost. Flash arrived to inform him that battle.
Okay. So time is my multiple times. 5:40 a.m. Sorry, that was a bit snippy. I'd say I'm tired, but I'm not. Once again, spoilers for Amazing Spider-Man issue 800. If you have not caught on by now.
When it all seemed lost, Flash arrived to inform him that he had used the anti-venom serum to stop all of Red Goblin's plans to kill Peter's loved ones. Angrily, Red Goblin leaped at Flash Thompson and the anti-venom suit loved ones.
Angry.
Angrily, Red Goblin leaped at Flash Thompson, and the anti-venom suit was weakened, having saved all of Peter's loved ones. Red Goblin then proceeded to burn off all of the
Where does he do that? Right there? Is he doing that right there? Yeah, I'll just do it right there. What a weird burn to say that your time's wrong, you live in a different place. It's just factual.
And the anti-venom suit was weakened, having saved all of Peter's loved ones. Red Goblin then proceeded to burn off all of the anti-venom and mortally injured Flash Thompson. Peter freaked out, letting his rage take over, and
Peter Parker.
Peter freaked out, letting his rage take over, and at this time he had bonded with the Venom symbiote, and he let it take over, turning it evil, with the intent on killing Red Goblin, and Flash stopped him. He told Peter that Venom was a good guy now. Stopped him. Red Goblin, but Flash stopped Red Goblin, but
Flash. See, the thing is, I don't really want to make this look like a complete story, because it's not a complete story, so I don't want to confuse people. So, I'll probably do something different. Like, I'll probably do linear wipes instead, and just do, like, full screen shit. Because all these are, like, big enough to be full screen, you know? Where's the fucking... Yeah, this shit. That needs to be down here. I'll just zoom in, or whatever. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Venom into a villain again. He wanted Venom to remain the hero that they had become together. Then, as Spider-Man tried to get Flash the symbiote back in a half-hearted attempt to save his life, Flash told him not to. Don't even try. He didn't want to injure his friend Venom, so he said his goodbyes to Peter Parker, his hero, his friend. He went down a hero with knowledge that his hero, his friend. He went down a hero with knowledge that Spider-Man was Peter Parker finally. The knowledge that his friend had been his idol this whole time. For me, the reason why I always enjoyed the character of Flash idol this whole time. For me, the reason
Throw up another image of Flash Blompson as Agent Venom. So that's the man himself. The push transition? This shit? Just a slide?
For me.
I mean, I do a similar thing. It's just got motion blur.
Whole time. For me.
It's got motion blur and eases. It's a universe thing. That's mostly what I do. That's what I do for complete stories, but that's why I want to change that up. Honestly, I mean, the background, that's vague enough. Just, I'm using the same effects for the background, but I feel like that's too general to people to be like, oh, it's a complete story background. It's just...
For me.
It's more of a comic story in background.
The reason why I always enjoy the character of Flash Thompson is that he is what I strove for as a soldier in comic book form. When I joined the U.S. Army back in 2005, I joined in comic book form.
I should show him being a soldier in this one. Yeah, right here.
For as a soldier in comic book form. When I joined the U.S. Army back in 2005.
Here we go. Now we're gonna unlock the the legion of fucking Benny in the Army pictures of the military. I was given Benny's MySpace to sort through, and boy, there's some good quality images in here. There's Benny being a military man. This is from his Twitter. It's just a good image. Gonna use that later.
When I joined the U.S. Army back in 2005, I joined with a bunch of people who wanted to fight for the United States in the war on terrorism in Iraq. I didn't join for anything patriotic, I won't lie. I wanted to get a degree, and I thought the GI Bill was a great way to do it. But during my journey in the military, I met people of all walks of life. Some people joined the military to do it. But during my journey in the military, I met people of all walks of life. Some people joined the military to make money. Some did it to escape their crappy lives back at home, and some great way to do it. But during my journey in the military, I met people of all walks of life. Some people joined the military to make money. Some did it to escape their crappy lives back at home, and some joined to fight for America. Everyone from the smartest individuals to the dumbest individuals. Regardless of why you joined the military, you became a soldier. Now this is where the dreams come in. Regardless of your reasoning of being in the military, every soldier has those big dreams.
Big dreams. I also got a bunch of just General Army pictures. General Army. Like this. This one's a little weird though.
Of being in the military. Every soldier has those big dreams. What if I join the Rangers? What if I join the Special Forces? Do things like Black Ops and the Bourne Identity even exist? You dream that you'll be so amazing at your job that some guy is going to come down. You dream that you'll be so amazing at your job that some guy is going to come down at a
It's not exactly a trench coat, but
black trench coat and ask you to join an elite team of soldiers that will save.
Easing is great. Easing is a good hot time. A good ease will fucking, not even kidding, sometimes when I see a good ease in like good like easing in animation, rock solid immediately. This is Adobe Premiere Pro CC 2018. It's up here. I don't know what resolution I'm streaming at, so you might not even be able to read that. But yeah, this is Premiere.
World. These are dreams and not the realities for most world. These are dreams and not the realities for most people. We all think about it. I don't care if you're the worst soldier ever. We're bombarded with media in the forms of video games, movies, and yes, think about it. I don't care if you're the worst soldier ever. We're bombarded with media in the
bombarded? They're all like guns? Loose connections here.
In the forms of video games, movies, and yes, comic books. That this is a thing, that there are some super elite groups of soldiers out there, and I need to join up with them. But for many of us, those dreams are shattered. They remain dreams. During my time in the infantry, I was dumb. I broke my ankle. When I went to go see the doctor.
Oh god, I hope this isn't fucking boring to watch. It's unimportant. I think these videos are done way better in live action, these types, but you know, it's fine. Was Benny in the Army or something? Yes. He was in the military. He was being trained to be a ranger, I believe, as is explained in this video. If you want to watch it later today.
During my time in the infantry, I was dumb. I broke my ankle. When I went to go see the doctor about it, he told me that it was a simple sprain. To get back out there to train. Maybe at the time it wasn't.
Oh yeah, this is where I wanted to use this picture, because he says he's dumb, and he looks silly here.
During my time in the infantry, I was dumb. I broke my ankle. When I went to go see the doctor about it, he told me that it was a simple sprain. To get back out there to train. Maybe at the time it wasn't broken. Maybe it was a legit sprain then, but the one thing you should never do on a sprain or train. Maybe at the time it wasn't broken.
Let's show some silly pictures of Benny.
Maybe it was a legit sprain then, but the one thing you should never do on a sprained or broken ankle is train. I pushed through the pain. I did train. I wanted to become an elite soldier. I sprained my other ankle, putting all of my weight on it. The doctor once again told me, "Private Potter, you sprained it. Here's some Ranger candy, also known as ibuprofen 800 milligram, to get back out." Also known as ibuprofen. Here's.
God. Just. Nothing. Never mind. I don't know. Goodbye, Glenn Page. I don't know why I said your whole name. I was gonna say your whole username, but then I realized that the first two words were probably just your name, so I could have just said Glenn. But, goodbye, Mr. Music.
Here's some Ranger candy, also known as ibuprofen 800 milligram, to get back out there. You have a war to train for. And so I did. The two heavily sprained or possibly broken ankles I trained for.
See, what I really wanted when I asked Benny for pictures was like pictures of the broken ankle and stuff. That incident. Not, just because, like, I don't know. This is the part of the video where I was freaking out, like, what the fuck am I gonna show? These videos make me very stressed, because it's just audio, and you have to come up with visuals, and it's difficult. I mean, it's even more difficult for there's like a curve, right? It's difficult when you want to do, like, low effort. Because, like, it's like a bell curve, like an upside-down bell curve. Or no, it's just a bell curve. It doesn't matter what direction it is. Because on one end of the bell curve, when you're doing, like, low effort, you don't want to make it too intense. It's hard because you have to find something to put up there. And then in the middle, it gets really difficult. Wait, maybe it's not a bell curve. I don't know. What I'm trying to say... what I'm trying to say here is that when you're not an animator and you have audio with no visuals and you're trying to fill that in, it's hard. And then when you are an animator, it's hard still, but for different reasons, because you can just literally be like, oh, okay, I'm going to animate this. I can't do that. So, anyway, that's why I think that live action was best, because it was good, whatever.
And so I did. But too heavily sprained or possibly broken ankles, I trained over and over. Sure, I had to recover for periods, and this made running for PT insanely difficult, but I did. I passed all the tests that I got on the deployment. While over there, it was a lot of boring patrols and not much happening, but things... Over there, it was a lot...
Maybe I shouldn't use that one. It's a small image. I couldn't... Like, I guess MySpace has archived all their images, so these are just screenshots from, like, the preview on the website that I cropped out.
While over there, it was a lot of boring patrols and not much happening, but things did happen in the 15...
Oh, I'll use that image here, because this is basically a patrol. Yeah.
Boring patrols and not much happening, but things did happen in the 15 months that
Benny says he's in this truck. He's not one of these dudes. But he says he knows this guy. He says he's in one of these trucks.
Did happen in the 15 months that I was deployed. Maybe someday I'll go deeper into what actually happened there, but it really doesn't pertain to the story. Instead, what you need to know is that things that did happen made me want more. I wanted to be that super soldier. I wanted to join up with Special Forces or join up with...
Show Age of Venom again here.
I wanted to be that super soldier. I wanted to join up with Special Forces or join up with Rangers or something. Our unit was known as the 216 Rangers, and we were supposedly something.
Have I used shit? Nah, okay, I got more.
Our unit was known as the 216 Rangers, and we were supposedly trained as Rangers. So why couldn't I become one? What could possibly be holding me back? Sure, I was lazy at times, and I was irritated by the simple-minded orders or the time wasted sitting around in training, but I was good.
Look at these men.
Be back. Sure, I was lazy at times, and I was irritated by the simple-minded orders or the time wasted sitting around in training, but I was good at this when I wanted to be. So I went home ready to re-enlist, and I was ready to take my second tour seriously, to rise up in the ranks and become it to be. So I went home ready to re-enlist, and I was ready to take my second tour seriously, to rise up in the ranks, become that Ranger or Special Forces. I wanted to become Solid Snake if I could. Hey, I still enjoyed my video games. But I wanted to become Solid Snake if I could. Hey, I still enjoyed my video games. But I had that little ankle problem, and before I could
Solidu Snakeu. Oh, Solidu Snakeu.
I had that little ankle problem, and before I could re-enlist, I needed to have that looked at officially, not by some physician's assistant, by a legit doctor. The pain was immense, and it was causing me to fall out of runs and training. And I wanted to get that fixed finally, because if I was going to take this seriously, if I was going to rise to that next level, it was time to fix my problems. And that's when I found out that my ankles weren't actually sprained or just weak. At some point in this training or deployment cycle, I'd actually broken bones. And that's when I found out
the silly boy broke his foot, ankle thing.
that my ankles weren't actually sprained or just weak. At some point in this training or deployment cycle, I'd actually broken both of them. Sure as a bone had broken off of both of my ankles and had gotten lodged between the joints. I was basically dealing with shattered ankles that were barely holding themselves together. There was no hope of me joining anything that was physically intensive, like the Rangers or Special Forces. My dreams were dashed, or were they? I decided to switch to the medical field. And dashed, or were they?
Yeah, I don't have pictures of this part either, so I'm just more general images. General images? Maybe I could find, like... some medical? Hello, Grim. Military medical. Is this too grim? Why has it got fucking watermarks all over that shit? Get the hell out of here. This one's fine. I'll just use this. Medical. Medical. Hey! Where'd it go? There it is. Anytime someone creates a comic channel, YouTube shines a signal in the sky and Orm runs out to meet them in spandex and a cape. I feel like that's not true. I just get around. I missed the question earlier. Sorry, Comic I love how every comic book YouTuber oh, it wasn't a question, it was just an observation. I love how every comic book YouTuber knows you and you are like a giant friends group of comic nerds. I feel like that's a perspective problem. We all know of each other. I've never talked to most of the people that I've maybe replied to on Twitter before or something. Like, I mean, Faust dropped off the face of the earth. He's back now, but, like, I don't think I've ever really spoken to him. Not to say that I wouldn't want to. Just, you know, we don't all get together on Fridays and have drinks or anything, you know?
I decided to switch to the medical field, and I joined preventive medicine. My new goal was that if I couldn't become an elite soldier, I could possibly aid those elite soldiers. I wanted to go get a helicopter pilot's license to do that. I went to the schoolhouse and got to my new duty station, and then I got myself a surgery on my ankles.
See, this is the part where he gets real fucking specific about shit I don't have pictures for. Which, the editor and me, it drives me insane, because I'm like, oh, he's talking about this thing, throw up a picture of it, but I don't have any, so I'm just, you know, you're just going to be looking at soldiers.
I went to the schoolhouse and got to my new duty station, and then I got myself a surgery on my ankles. It was there that I worked out of the hospital while I was recovering, but I was getting antsy, like, really antsy. A desk job is not for me, but I was in a good position. It was here that I knew that not for me, but I was in a good position. Got myself the surgery on my ankle. To do that, I went to the schoolhouse.
Maybe I can show, like, a desk job. Sir, do I? Yeah, sure. Look at these guys. This is a big fucking picture. What the hell? Why is this picture so big? I'm gonna use it. Why wouldn't I? It's a big image. Oh! Check out the new Bumblebee trailer. They're making a Bumblebee movie? I don't give a shit about Transformers. Sorry.
There that I worked out of the hospital. Surgery on my ankles.
It's another thing that being an editor, just being like a creator, will train you to do. If you see a big fucking picture, oh, God. See a 4K image, that shit'll fuck you up. Especially if you're editing in 4K. Holy shit, dude. Damn, boy. Look at how big this fucking image is. I think this one is in 4K. It's just massive. It's just big. This is a 1080 sequence, by the way.
It was there that I worked out of the hospital while I was recovering, but I was getting antsy, like really antsy. A desk job is not for me, but I was in a good position. It was here that I knew that I could study and train to become a warrant officer and follow my current dream. But I got more terrible news. Due to my ankles, my injuries, even if I had passed the schoolhouse. Terrible news.
I really hope... See, my one concern is that people are going to look for Benny in every single one of these images. But he's only in some of them. Put up a disclaimer at the start. Don't. This is not Where's Benny. This is not the Where's Waldo spinoff with Benny. You'll know if he's in one of the images.
Due to my ankles, my injuries, even if I had passed the schoolhouse, the chances of being selected to become a pilot were slim to none. Basically, I had no chance in hell of completing everything and making this work. I would be stuck as preventive medicine until the day I retired. Well, I was also technically restricted from deploying for what I thought was 18 months. So I decided to re-enlist early to get a choice of duty station to get the hell out of that hospital. I chose to move to Fort Bragg, North Carolina, aiming for a field unit. I figured I would go back to that hospital.
Here we go. I have an image of this specifically.
I chose to move to Fort Bragg, North Carolina, aiming for a field unit. I figured I would go back out there and at least not sit at a desk all day. When I got there, though, I met an officer whose entire purpose was to make his career. Everyone else be damned. He had in his head that he was the major, and everyone had to listen to him, no matter what. The unit came down in orders, but they couldn't deploy. I was locking them out of deployment since they had the exact number of soldiers to deploy, and I was unable to, unless I signed a waiver and told them that I personally felt that I was good enough to go and I would ignore doctor's orders. My dreams had been crushed twice. Unable to, unless I signed a waiver out of a deployment since they had the exact number of soldiers to deploy. Couldn't deploy. I was locking them out of a deployment since.
Can use another image of him here. I feel like I should use one of him that's like, he's just chilling. Yeah, he's just chilling in this one. I blurred these two boys' faces because they're very clearly just looking at the camera. I don't know them. Good night, Jay. I don't care about Transformers. You can't make me.
They had the exact number of soldiers to deploy, and I was unable to, unless I signed a waiver and told them that I personally felt that I was good enough to go and I would ignore doctor's orders. My dreams had been crushed twice. I didn't know what to do or where to go. I had an incredibly supportive life, but I was lost. I couldn't be the soldier I wanted to be, so I took the deployment and went over it again, only to do so much damage to my ankles over there that I needed a second set of surgeries on both ankles. Once again, lost. I couldn't be the soldier I wanted to be, so I took the deployment and went over again.
I just find it interesting that this man is now my boss. Or even more interesting that this man reads comics. Which I feel like is just a common misconception about, I don't know, soldiers maybe, is that they, like, what do they do? Like, of course they're all nerds. What the fuck else are they gonna do when they're just got downtime?
I couldn't be the soldier I wanted to be, so I took the deployment and went over again, only to do so much damage to my ankles over there that I needed a second set of surgeries on both ankles. Once again, stories for another time. I came home, got my surgeries, and was at a crossroads in the military. I was coming up on my 10th year. I had only made sergeant due to being infantry and planning to not remain in the medicine field. I hadn't prioritized getting points aimed to promote myself further. I had done things, but not enough. It required me to a higher field. I had only made sergeant due to being infantry and planning to not.
Hello, duelist. Cool story. What about Ant-Man and the Wasp? I saw a trailer, it was fun. Yeah, he was in the military. You'll learn all about it on this video later today.
Due to being infantry and planning to.
Apparently a lot of people didn't know that. I knew that. I knew. I'm Scott.
I couldn't be the. Due to being infantry and planning to not remain in the medicine field, I hadn't prioritized getting points aimed to promote myself further. I had done things, but not enough. It required me to go higher in the ranks for my job, would require me to grind it out of hardcore. My dreams were dead, much like I assumed they were for Flash Thompson when he lost his legs in the Iraq War. So the Army offered me one last thing. Dreams were dead.
Use that flash image again. I'll use this one. Just cause.
Much like I assumed they were for Flash Thompson when he lost his legs in the Iraq War. So the Army offered me one last thing. Take a desk job at a hospital permanently due to my injuries, and this diagnosis in the military a while ago. Iraq War. So the Army offered me one last thing. Take a desk job.
I can use this one. I didn't use this one. I'll use this one. Piss off, Premiere. Yeah, I also don't watch trailers that often. I watch first trailers. Or if it's like in a movie theater. I'm not gonna close my eyes and ears. I've done that before, but just don't want to look like a crazy person.
The Army offered me one last.
I'll look away if fucking movies have been doing this thing lately where they'll show like a really quick TV spot or some clips from the movie you're about to watch before you watch the movie, which is the most stupid shit in the world, I think. Like, fuck off. We're literally 3 minutes. The movie's gonna start. Why you already sold me. I've bought the ticket. I'm sat down ready to watch it. You don't have to hype it up anymore. Bye, Duelist.
The Army offered me one.
Yeah, it's been a while since I streamed. I just felt like doing it. Cause this like, it's a good, I can talk a lot while I'm doing this video, cause I've already cut the audio, so. And I don't know. Apparently I decided to stream on the worst days possible. Or the worst times possible.
At a hospital partly due to my injuries, and this diagnosis in the military a while ago. I would have plenty of time to work on extra work that would give me my promotion. You were given return to 4 couch. And for you non-military individuals, 4 couches home. I would get paid a sum of money for the rest of my life through VA, and my journey to become an elite badass soldier went in there. Since I'm making you this video, you can assume which one I took. But that brings me back to Flash Thompson, and I told you that story.
Oh god, we made it through. We made it through the Dark Ages. This part is gonna be easy now. Alright, I'm glad. I might honestly go back and replace some of the General Army pictures that I used with pictures of Benny. But we'll see, because I do have a couple more. I didn't use this one. I didn't use this one. I don't know why they're so fascinated by this water bottle, but they are. I didn't use this one. That's it. I used the rest of them. The ones of Benny, anyway. I still like this one.
But that brings me back to Flash Thompson, and I told you that story because I wanted you to know why I liked this superhero so much. In this day and age of comics, every publisher is looking to make new superheroes that relate to a younger demographic and to bring any more much. In this day and age of comics, every publisher is looking to make new superheroes that relate to a younger demographic and to bring any more diverse crowd. When I first joined the military, I looked to video games and movies as my idols and heroes that I should strive to be. Yes, I looked to a more diverse crowd.
Oh, okay. I can use some of these here then. Hey, what the heck? How about this one? This is Benny looking edgy. Edgy, but like, imagine that it's still the way, or never mind. Veggie? Maybe that. Yeah, that's a shitty thing to think, Grim. I don't know if you were here when I said that. When I said what else would they do with their time, because I feel like 90% of soldiers are nerds. Because they got a lot of downtime if they're not deployed, especially. Like, what the fuck else are they gonna do?
I looked to video games and movies as my idols and heroes that I should strive to be. Yes, I know they have glamorized the versions of the events, and I knew it back then. But it wasn't the idea of becoming Solid Snake. It was the ideology that he stood for. It was the ideology that heroes like that.
It wasn't the idea of becoming Solid. It wasn't the idea of becoming
Solid Snake. It was the ideology that he stood for. It was the ideology that It was the ideology that heroes like Master Chief and Halo stood for. That no matter what the job had to.
Give me a picture of Master Chief. Here's my BB boy. How about a bigger one? How about a big chief? Maybe one that's not so close? There we go. BB boy. Master boy. Whew. The Master Man. It's me. The Master Man.
done. I felt it was a good goal to aim for, because as the saying goes, shoot for the moon, and even if you miss, you'll land among the stars. But as my time in the military grew, my view on it waned, and that's when I discovered Flash Thompson in Agent Venom. Even though he was a comic book character, he was... Because as the saying goes...
Oh, I should show him in space for this one. Because he's you know. Because he's saying shoot for the moon and you'll... Yeah, whatever. You got it. Fucking Space Knight. I can't believe they made him Space Knight. That's so funny. I say as I don't even have a shred of laughter.
Because as the
saying goes, shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll land among the stars. But as my time in the military grew, my view on it waned. And that's when I discovered Flash Thompson in Agent Venom. Even though he was a comic book character, he was someone that was worth looking up to. You see, I'm 6'1".
in Agent Venom. Even though in Agent Venom. My view on it waned. And that...
Flash Thompson. Yummy, yummy. That was a fruit salad parody. I wasn't saying that Flash Thompson is yummy. I'm also not saying that he's not, but just don't want anyone to think I'm making any kind of statement here, because I'm not.
And that's when I
Discovered Flash Thompson in Agent Venom. Even though...
Miss when you made videos like your first ones. You had so much enthusiasm. Enjoyed what you were talking about. Wait, so what's your real point here? Are you saying that I don't have any enthusiasm in the videos that I do make now? Or are you saying that you miss that type of content? Or are you saying that you miss content at all? I'm just curious. There's a lot to parse from that sentence.
someone that was worth looking
up to. You see, I'm 6'1" with tattoos all over. Who's been told that I look like I was...
He was someone that was worth looking
up to. You see, I'm 6'1" with tattoos all over. Who's been told that...
Where are those Benny pics? There we go.
I look like
I was in the military. I intimidate people all day without even trying. And I've been told in my civilian life that people are afraid that I'm going to snap and they're afraid of the PTSD soldier. I've lost chances at jobs before this whole YouTube thing, and I've had very odd situations at jobs before this whole YouTube thing. Hell, even doing this YouTube thing, if somebody finds out that I was in the military, I get that reaction at times. People here on YouTube didn't know why I dyed my hair purple. And it was actually because of subs.
People here on YouTube didn't
know why I dyed my hair purple. And it was actually because of a sub drive over on our Twitch channel that I discovered an interesting side effect. People seemed far less intimidated by me with it. I was approached by people and they initiated conversations with me instead of me having to go to them. Flash Thompson losing his ability to be a hero due to injuries.
Flash.
that I could relate with, and I understood where he was coming from. The option of becoming a hero again with the symbiote, to learn what it means to become a super injury, so
something that I could relate with. I understood where he was coming from. The option of becoming a hero again with a symbiote, to learn what it means to become a superhero, to not be viewed as an intimidating monster. This is all something that I could relate with. Yes, I know. Him becoming Venom and me just getting shunned with.
Yeah.
Venom. It's like a Xenon character, but not. I thought I used this one. Oh no, I swapped it out for the Space Knight picture. That's right.
Yes, I know. Him becoming Venom and me just getting shunned by people who think I'm going to snap is kind of completely different things, but it's the idea behind it. Sure, this is a comic book set in a fictional world, but it's the idealistic view of how things could end. Maybe, just maybe one day, I'll get to become
I don't want to use that one. It's really specific. Pew pew.
Or that Flash gets to be. Maybe my dreams aren't dead. I know they are, but when the hope for something better officially flickers out, what do we live for?
Dreams aren't dead. I know they are.
But when the hope for something better officially flickers out, what do we live for?
I know they are.
But when the hope for something
Look, you completely dodged all my questions.
Officially
flickers out, what do we live for? To me, this is why I'm okay with the experiment of trying new diverse superheroes. You never know what someone is going to
hope for something
better officially flickers out, what do we live for? To me, this is why I'm okay with the experiment of trying new diverse superheroes. You never know
What do we live for? To me, this is why I'm okay with the experiment of trying new diverse
superheroes. You never know what someone is going to see in a superhero or how they're going to relate to them. It doesn't mean every experiment works, but I feel that this one did.
So I want to get a picture of the champions. They're another example. I used Marvel Rising earlier, but champions are another example of, like, it's a pretty diverse team. God, fuck. Is this a bad image? Eh, it's fine. That wasn't a slight against the art, by the way. That was just trying to tell if the resolution was weird on it or not. If it would look grainy or anything.
Agent to feel that this one did, to relate to them. It doesn't mean every experiment works, but I feel that
Look at this boy.
that this one did.
For me, Agent Venom represents the hope that dreams could possibly not die, that you can rise above preconceived notions and become the hero that you are meant to be. Every day for me is a battle with depression. Every day I remember the friends that I've lost, the friends who have moved on. What happened to the dreams of those that we lost? Why are mine worth surviving?
Gone. What happened to the dreams of those that we lost? Why are mine worth surviving? I overthink the actions that I did the day before, and the words that I said to friends and acquaintances.
Like your old comic book ones. Ah, yes. Because I've ceased making content on comic books. As I am infamously known for stating in the United States presidential address of 2016. My eyes, they are filled with poop, and urine, and other substances. Some days I feel like I shouldn't be allowed to talk.
Acquaintances. I overthink what people think of me and if I should care or not. This is every morning for me. I battle it every day. I know how to handle it. I work out. I get some sunlight. I dream of things that could have been. Dreams that I had as a child to become an elite soldier, and I wonder what I lost. Fictional heroes like Agent wonder what I lost.
Fictional heroes like Agent Venom mean more to me than the average Joe, because even though it's a comic book, it represents what can happen. Maybe, just maybe, I'll get a call to use a symbiote one day. Or maybe, just maybe, you at least understand me a little better.
A little better. Hey, we did it, boys. Now, it's time to animate. What does that entail? We're gonna fucking find out. Currently, I'm trying to figure out if I want to do this a certain way or not. Again, you keep saying that as if I've stopped making comic book content, which is just an interesting view is all. Oh god. See, the easy way out on this would just be to make them all panning, but which I think I will. I'll make them all panning to start. But well, let's test something, shall we? I just want to test something. Okay. Test accomplished. I was right. Whew. I'm not going to explain what that test was for, because honestly, I don't think you guys care. That's A. And B, it would take way too fucking long to explain.
This has some spoilers for Amazing Spider-Man number 800. Also, I've never done anything like
Oh yeah, I wanted to make a graphic for this. Just because I thought it'd be fun. Give me that shit. Give me that shit. I need this. This. I want this part. Fuck. And then, oh no, the tolerance is too high. Oh, now it's too low. Oh, it's still, whatever. This is fine. You know, this is fine. Well, that just looks bad, is what that looks. It doesn't look bad. Just give me a minute. No, this looks terrible. Hold on. Maybe, as a side option, we use the logo I probably already have. Or not. Fuck. Let's look it up. You feel like I'm half dead at the moment? Not really. This is just sort of my natural state. Not, people aren't generally enthused while working. Not to say that I'm not enjoying myself. Just, I mean, like, if me on camera is like a 10, I feel like me generally is like a 5. You know what I mean? Have I animated much before? What? I mean, I guess that depends on your definition of animating. Man, fuck this thing that I was doing. It doesn't matter. Just... Okay, there we go. Okay.
This has some spoilers for Amazing Spider-Man number 800. Also,
Yeah, and I want to do a linear wipe for this video, if that's okay with everyone.
number 800. Also,
Whoa. Hey there. That's not what I want. Why is that the default? What the fuck? These suck. These presets are fucking terrible. That looks pretty cool. Let's do that.
number 800. Also, Amazing Spider-Man number 800. Also,
What does that look like if I do it in the middle?
to me,
Well, hold on. Let's
really need to. To me,
That's pretty cool. Let's do that. Yeah, why not? Let's fuck with it a little bit so it's not just a preset. Do like a angle it a bit. Yeah, that's hot. That's pretty tasty. Whoa, hello. It does not need a stroke. Absolutely not. What, I don't get any animation messing with? Excuse me? Guess not. That sucks. Mirror. Oh. Okay, well, this is fine, I guess. Let's do that with this as well.
Spider-Man number 800. Also, I've never done anything like this before. Something.
I don't feel alone. Well, I guess feeling alone and I mean, I have a cat here, so I'm good.
800.
I wanted to stream because I enjoy streaming.
800. Also, I need to. To me, Flash Thompson was one of my favorite.
All right. I'm just gonna stick all that shit there. And then if I don't want that, actually, let's undo that. I don't know why I decided that that was the good move. Is this the longest one? Probably.
Flash stopped him. He told Peter that Venom was a good guy now, and don't let his rage turn to Venom.
Yeah, but what if this was funny? What if I did like one of these moves?
Flash stopped him. He told Peter that Venom was a good guy
What, and like
now, and don't let his rage Flash stopped him.
nah, that's too much. I like the
Flash
subtle scale.
stopped him. He told to Peter Parker, his hero, his friend. Fred had been his idol.
Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. Okay. Let's do that for everything. Except that first one, apparently. But whatever. Fuck the first one. The first one? Fuck it. And then we're gonna do this nonsense to everything. Including those. Actually, no, that was a bad idea. Let's not do that, actually. We'll do that in a second. Stop saying actually. Fuck the word actually. It's too extra in my personal OBGYN. Nobody appreciates my jokes. This one's probably longest. This one's probably longest. Do-do-do. My name is Jaundice. Do-do-do. I don't want to like make this too big, because if I make it too big, then you'll start to see that it's not a great image in terms of resolution.
Cycle I had
Oop.
actually broken both of them.
Oh. Okay, now it's time for what I like to call the tweak. I'm also gonna, just for the sake of consistency,
But I feel I need
eat my shit.
to do this. I don't normally, but I feel I need to. To
breakfast.
me, Flash
Well, looks cool. I look cool. Fuck you. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said that. What the hell was that? Aw, shit! I didn't think this through. No! It's fine. I know of a way I can fix this easy. I'll just apply a transform to everything, and then I'll adjust the scale that way.
Thompson was one of my favorite superheroes.
Editing pro tips with your
Maybe it's because I'm
boy!
able to relate with his path myself, up to the diverging path of becoming Agent Venom. Existence. Maybe it's because I'm able to relate with his path myself, up to the diverging path of becoming Agent Venom, or maybe it's something else. But I wanted to take a moment to explain who Agent Venom is and what his life entailed. Maybe then you'll understand him and me a little bit better. Let me clarify though. I know that this is a comic. I know that it'll probably eventually return, but I would kind of rather he didn't. This is an amazing finale for his but I
Oh, fuck. That sucks. Oh. You can only go up to 300 for some strange reason.
Development. Flash Thompson started his life in comics as the bully around Midtown High School. He would bully a young Peter development. Flash Thompson started his life in comics as the bully around Midtown High School.
Damn
he would
right.
bully a young Peter Parker.
Yeah, fuck Peter Parker. Little bitch ass Peter Parker. Look at him back there with his dumb sweater vest and his dumb red tie and his dumb blue suede probably pants. What kind of 15-year-old dresses like that in the 1960s? Bitch. I don't fucking care about Pete Parker.
In the early comic books as a way to give Peter a bully and let people relate to Peter Parker. Peter
He
Parker was
can
supposed to be every
eat
other nerdy
me.
kid. It fell in line with this whole with great power also comes great responsibility thing. And when Spider-Man came into existence,
It's
when
must
Spider-
also come.
thing. But when Spider-Man came in, Flash looked.
What is this? Not work here?
Thing. But when
That's stupid. Alright. Guess I gotta... Fuck.
But when Spider-Man...
Just do like one of these. One of these silly little cuts.
Responsibility thing. But when Spider-Man came...
Fuck. I don't actually know how I'm gonna... You know? Why doesn't that work? I don't understand that. What the fuck? Hold on. This doesn't make any sense to me. Why would linear wipe not work here?
Thing. But when Spider-Man...
It just did. Hold on. What the hell is happening? I'm so confused.
But when Spider-Man...
Weird. I guess I'll have to use Premiere's linear wipe. Wait, what the fuck? Why is that an effect and not a transition? What? Is it just wipe? I think it's just wipe. Yeah, here we go. Wipe. Wipe.
But when Spider-Man...
Yeah, I can do that. What a weird thing. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna... Here's what we'll do. For the ends, we'll do that shit.
But when Spider-Man came into existence, Flash looked...
Flash. My name is Flash.
Someone to idolize. As a matter of fact, when he dressed up as Spider-Man, Green Goblin mistook
Goblin.
Flash Thompson for the actual superhero, and Flash Thompson ran away from the fight with everyone assuming Spider-Man had run. To redeem his hero's legacy, to make him not appear to be a coward, he put the costume back on and he went out to stop 3 car...
Bitch. There we go.
He put the costume back on and he went out
I
to
just
stop
can't
3
keep
car
up.
thieves and show the world that Spider-Man
Glad you guys are having your own conversation. Because I sure am not looking at the chat right now.
was a hero. He was beaten up here, though. Eventually, he graduated because back...
Graduation. It's so fun. Graduation.
Back in this day, people in comic books actually aged and they matured and they developed. He went to Empire State University on an athletics scholarship.
Ho ho, that's the wrong one. Maybe I'll do that. But then, oh, it still
It was
works.
classmates with Peter Parker once again. This is when he became friends with Peter after Gwen Stacy made them bury the hatchet. Time went on as it does, and Peter moved on.
Time never changes.
Become a photographer while Flash Thompson
That
joined
means
the United
nothing.
States military. Comics are weird and
Unless you're in a time travel story, I guess. In which case, it means everything.
wonky, so this is a period in which Flash saved a temple, got married, and then met back up with
No!
everyone, but eventually he decided to
Oh, wait,
back up with
oh, it's still there.
got married and then met back up with everyone.
Oh yeah, this one I need to crop on. I need to crop on this bitch. Crop! Shut up! I'm just gonna completely remove attributes on this boy. Start fresh. Wait, actually, fuck that. We'll just... Shit! Let's open this in Photoshop real quick. And cut it there, so I don't have to reanimate anything. What is happening? There we go. Pew. Might as well... take out this shit while I'm here. Why does Gwen Stacy have white hair? Who got off on giving Gwen Stacy white hair? That's my question.
But eventually, he decided to
Rejoin that military, Flash. I believe in you.
rejoin the army for the Iraq War. It was in this battle that he lost his leg.
God, really sucks, doesn't it? Joins the army, loses his dang legs, and then becomes a dang Superman.
War. It was in this
battle that he lost his leg saving.
Nope. Can't do that. Ah, fuck off.
War. It was in this battle he lost.
God, I just wanna live my life!
Iraq War. It was in this
Battle that he lost his leg saving a battle buddy. His sacrifice earned him the Medal of Honor and he returned to the States. He went through the stages of grief over losing his legs, but eventually he was given the option to join.
I really like that transition. It's a quality transition. I might use that more. Wish I could animate it in different ways.
Project Reaper
As Agent Venom. It was here that his true journey began, working with the heroes that he grew up admiring, learning to work with his new battle buddy, Venom. The two of them became heroes in every sense of the word. Sure, it's a comic and some stuff.
God, I keep fucking forgetting.
The two of them became
Hello. Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling.
heroes in every sense of the word. Sure, it's a comic, and some stuff in here was a little out there, like him
Hello,
fighting
my
against
ragtime gal.
forces of hell or going into space with the Guardians of
We're the guardians of the
the
galaxy.
Galaxy.
But in the end, he was Agent Venom, a soldier who was injured saving his battle buddy.
Benny says battle buddy a lot in this video.
Was a soldier
Given a second chance. He was a soldier able to fight with a new battle buddy once again. He dealt with the misconception that he was a villain due to bonding with Venom, and he fought every day to prove that he was a hero and not some kind of a monster. And in the end, his friend
Really need to make sure that I get all these because this transition is gonna look bad
once
if you
again,
can
he dealt with the
see the start of the animation.
He dealt with
the
the
misconception that he was a villain due to bonding with Venom, and he fought every day to prove that he was a hero and not some kind of a monster. And in the end, his friends all wanted to believe him. He did. They always expected him to snap, become that creature again, to become that monster. He fought this stigma more times than he should have, as many people in the world of comics do. And in the end, he was separated from his battle buddy. A series of events took Venom away from Flash. And
I keep watching the video instead of working. Like a gosh darn goof.
wanting to be a hero,
but unable to do so. So he sought out his
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
unable to do so. So he sought out his partner again and he found him eventually. But Venom had already bonded with Eddie Brock.
Eddie Brock. No.
And the two fought
over who should be holding the Venom symbiote. Flash was covered.
Can I like scale out a little more? Yeah. There we go.
Holding the Venom symbiote. Flash was covered in the anti-Venom serum, which turned him into anti-symbiote. Flash was
Covered in the anti-Venom serum, which turned him into anti-Agent Venom. Still able to do his job, but not able to bond with Venom ever again for fear of injuring it. But he was back to being a hero, and eventually
Spider-Man called on his help. Green Goblin had merged
Green Goblin.
with the Carnage symbiote.
and Spider-Man was overwhelmed, calling on all of his friends to aid in this battle. When it all seemed lost, Flash arrived to inform him that he had used the anti-Venom serum.
Where's that shit?
Him that he had used
The anti-Venom serum to stop all of Red Goblin's plans to kill Peter's loved ones. Angrily, Red Goblin leaped at Flash Thompson, and the anti-Venom
Angry.
was weakened, having saved all of Peter's loved ones. Red Goblin
You screeching about India again? This boy. Boy. Not that you don't have a right to. Just seems like it's your... You really like to do that.
Goblin then
proceeded to burn off all of the anti-Venom and mortally injured Flash Thompson. Peter freaked out, letting his rage take over, and at this time he had bonded with the Venom symbiote. And he let it take over, turning it
with the
intent on killing Red Goblin. And Flash stopped him. He told Peter that Venom was a good guy now, and don't let his rage turn Venom into a villain again. He wanted Venom to remain the hero that they had become together. Then, as Spider-Man tried to get Flash the symbiote back in a half-hearted attempt to save his life, Flash told him not to. Going to try. He didn't want to injure his friend Venom, so he said his goodbyes to Peter Parker, his hero, his friend. He went down a hero with knowledge that Spider-Man was Peter Parker flying, the knowledge that his friend had been his idol this whole time. For me, the reason why I always enjoy the character of Flash
Thompson
is that he is what I strove for as a soldier in comic book form. When I joined the U.S. Army back in 2005, I joined with a bunch of people who wanted to fight for the United States in the war on terrorism in Iraq. I didn't join for anything patriotic, I won't lie. I wanted to get a degree, and I thought the GI Bill was a great way to do it. But during my journey in the military, I met people of all walks of life. Some people joined the military to make money. Some did it to escape their crappy lives back at home, and some
Fuck
joined to
that
fight for
shit
America. I'm
up.
one of the smartest individuals in the dump.
Nope. That's wrong.
everyone from the smartest do it. But during my journey
In the military,
Fucking dumbass Premiere.
way to do it.
It's not even
During
Premiere's
my
fault. I
journey
just
in
like
the
blaming
military,
Premiere for my own problems.
some people joined the military to make money. Some did it to escape their crappy lives back at home, and some joined to fight for America. Everyone from the smart
No! No!
individual
I thought I might not be able to do that. No, let's do this first.
But during my journey in the military, I met
People of all walks of life. Some people joined the military to make money. Some did it to escape their...
Ah, shit. I'm a goof. It's me, the resident goof. Is goof like a derogatory term for anything?
Now, this is where the
'Cause I feel like it would be. I feel like it's a pretty good candidate for being like a terrible term.
dreams come in. Regardless of your reasoning of being in the military, every soldier has those.
If anyone thinks that their childhood is the golden age of your existence, you either A, are young still, which I know is the case, or B, are delusional, or peaked in high school.
Big dreams.
What if I join the Rangers? What if I join the Special Forces? Do things like Black Ops and the Bourne Identity even exist? You dream that you'll be so amazing at your job that some guy is going to come down in a black trench coat and ask you to...
Ah, shit. This one's not good enough either. Not yet. Eat my shit. 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 See, I feel like I shouldn't do position scales for these parts. I should just do punch-ins. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. 'Cause they're all like, yeah, alright. Let me... So, that's here, and then we go all the way to what? Yeah, right there. So let's remove the attributes of all this shit. And then just do punch-ins. And I can even do, probably, right?
Join the special force
That is way too slow.
of being in the military.
There we go. And I'll add that just to be safe. Okay.
Every soldier has those big dreams. What if I join the Rangers? What if I join the Special Forces? Do things like Black Ops and the Bourne Identity even exist? You dream that you'll be so amazing at your job that some guy is going to come down in a black trench coat and ask you to join an elite team of soldiers that will save the world. These are dreams and not the realities for most people. But we all think about it. I don't care if you're the worst soldier ever. We're bombarded with media in the forms of video games, movies, and yes, comic books. That this is a...
Aha. That's why I added the transform. Yeet. As they say in America.
I don't care if you're the worst soldier ever.
To also need to do it here.
Coat.
and ask you to join an elite team of soldiers that will save the world. These are dreams and not the realities for most people. But we all think about it. I don't care if you're the worst soldier ever. We're bombarded with media in the forms of video games, movies, and yes, comic books. That this is a thing. That there are some super elite groups of soldiers out there, and I need to join them.
God, you guys are really just going at it.
With them.
But for many of us, those dreams are shattered, and they remain dreams. During my time in the infantry, I was dumb. I broke my ankle. When I went to go see the doctor about it, he told me that it was a simple sprain. To get back out there and train. Maybe at the time it wasn't broken. Maybe it was a legit sprain then, but the one thing you should never do on a sprained or broken ankle is train. I pushed through the pain. I did train. I wanted to become an elite soldier. I sprained my other ankle, putting all of my weight on it. The doctor once again told me, Private Potter, you sprained it. Here's some Ranger candy, also known as ibuprofen 800 milligram, to get back out there. You have a war to train for. And so I did.
Whoopsie.
To train for. And so I did. With two heavily sprained or possibly broken ankles, I trained over and over. Sure, I had to recover for periods, and this made running for PT insanely difficult, but I did it. I passed all of the tests, and I got on the deployment. While over there, it was a lot of boring patrols and not much happening, but things did happen.
I don't know, man. I just personally feel like if you keep harping on the fact that where you live sucks, it's never gonna get any better. Because 90% of life is all about perspective. So, like, you're just sort of admitting defeat. I feel like I've told you this before, but that's what I'd say. Like, the second that you're like, my life sucks and there's nothing I can do about it, that's when it gets bad. Hi, Sci-Fi Pie. Hello, beard and boarded.
happened in the 15
months that I was deployed. Maybe someday I'll go deeper into what actually happened there, but it really doesn't pertain to the story. Instead, what you need to know is the things that did happen made me want more. I wanted to be that super soldier.
Super dude. I'm gonna use a different picture of Agent Venom here. Here we go.
I wanted to join up with
Special Forces or join up with Rangers or something. Our unit was known as the 216 Rangers, and we were supposedly trained as Rangers. So why couldn't I become one? What could possibly be holding me back? Sure, I was lazy at times. I was irritated by the simple-minded orders.
What could
or the time
possibly?
I was
Alright.
good. This is what I wanted to be. So I went home ready to re-enlist, and I was ready to take my second tour seriously. To rise up in the ranks, become that Ranger or Special Forces. I wanted to become Solid Snake if I could. Hey.
enjoyed my video games, but I had that
Video games.
Little ankle problem. Before I could re-enlist, I needed to have that looked at officially, not by some physician's assistant, but by a legit doctor. The pain was immense, and it was causing me to fall out of runs and training. And I wanted to get that fixed finally, because if I was going to take this seriously, if I was going to rise to that next level, it was time to fix my problems. And that's when I found out that my ankles weren't actually sprained or just weak. At some point in this training or deployment cycle, I had actually broken both of them. Shards of bone had broken off of both of my ankles, and they had gotten lodged between the joints. I was basically dealing with shattered ankles that were barely holding themselves together. There was no hope of me joining anything that was physically intensive, like the Rangers or Special Forces. My dreams were dashed, or were they? I decided to switch to the medical field, and I joined preventive medicine. My new goal was that if I couldn't become an elite soldier, I could possibly aid those elite soldiers. I wanted to go get a helicopter pilot's license to do that. I went to the schoolhouse and got to my new duty station, and then I got myself the surgery on my ankles. It was there that
Hey, wait a minute.
went to the schoolhouse and got
Does anyone know any ways I can go to the States for college? Or anywhere in Europe or Australia or Canada? Get on a plane. I don't know. I don't know your laws. Go, apply. Apply for some colleges. That's the first step,
got to my new duty
station, and then I got myself the surgery on my ankles. It was there that I worked out.
I guess. I would imagine that's the first step. I never went to college.
ankles. It was there that I worked out of the hospital while I was recovering, but I was
Getting
getting
antsy, like really antsy. A desk job is not for me, but I was in a good position. It was here that I knew that I could study and train to become a warrant officer and follow my current dream. I got more terrible news. Due to my ankles and my injuries, even if I had passed
Ankles and injuries. It's the
the
classic
schoolhouse, the chance of
too.
being selected to become a pilot was slim to none. Basically, I had no chance in hell of completing everything and making this work. I would be stuck as preventive medicine until the day I retired. Well, I was also technically restricted for deploying for what I thought.
18 months.
So I decided.
This one's bad. I'm gonna just like do a position push on this one as well.
But I decided to re-enlist
Early to get a choice of duty station to get the hell out of that hospital. I chose to move to Fort Bragg, North Carolina.
a field unit, and I
Figured I would go back out there and at least not sit at a desk all day. When I got there, though, I met an officer whose entire purpose was to make his career. Everyone else began. He had it in his head that he was the major, and everyone had to listen to him, no matter what. The unit came down in orders, but they couldn't deploy. I was locking them out of a deployment since they had the exact number of soldiers to deploy, and I was unable to, unless I signed a waiver and told them that
Whee!
personally felt that I was
good enough to go, and I would ignore doctor's orders. My dreams had been
This
crushed
one's
twice. I
fine.
wasn't sure where to go. I had an incredibly supportive wife, but I was lost. I couldn't be the soldier I wanted to be, so I took.
lost. I couldn't be the
Oh, that looks terrible. Never mind.
I was locked. I was locking them out of a deployment since they had the exact number of soldiers
Oh, lol. Here we go.
to deploy, and I was
Unable to, unless I signed a waiver and told them that I personally felt that I was good enough to.
and I would ignore
Doctor's orders. My dreams had been crushed twice. I didn't know
Terrible
where to go.
image
I had
to
an incredibly
use,
supportive wife,
but
but I was lost. I couldn't be the soldier I
fine.
wanted to be, so I took the deployment and went over it again, only to do so much damage to my ankles over there that I needed a second set of surgeries on both ankles. Once again, stories for another time. I came home, got my surgeries, and was at a crossroads in the military. I was coming up on my 10th year. I had only made sergeant due to being infantry and planning to not remain in the preventive medicine field. I hadn't prioritized getting points aimed to promote myself further. I had done things, but not enough. The requirement.
Art schools are very expensive. I would say. Personal advice, if you really want to get into an art, just build up a portfolio and apply for shit. Most of the time in arts, like editing or film or, you know, stuff like that, creative stuff, nobody cares if you went to college. Nobody has cared that I didn't go to college. Nobody cares that I'm fucking 12 years old. You know what I mean?
Higher in the ranks of my job would require me to grind it out hardcore. My dreams are dead, much like I assumed.
Going to
for
college,
Flash Tom.
definitely helps. I would say the only, maybe not. I would say there's just a lot. For me personally, the negatives of college greatly outweigh the positives.
Thompson when he lost
His legs in the Iraq War. So the Army offered
one last thing.
a desk job at a hospital permanently due to my injuries, and the misdiagnosis in the military a while ago. I would have plenty of time to work on extra work that would give me my promotion. You were given, return a 4-couch. And for you non-military individuals, 4 couches home. I would get paid a sum of money for the rest of my life through VA, and my journey to become an elite badass soldier would end there. Since I'm making you this video, you can assume which one I took. But that brings me back to Flash Thompson, and I told you this.
I know you might care to go to college, but also, do you care about being in debt for the rest of your life? For a degree that you might not even need.
Because I wanted you
You know why I liked this superhero so much. In this day and age,
Depending on your
every
position.
publisher is looking to
Or what you want to do, I mean.
make new
superheroes that relate to a younger demographic and to bring in a more diverse crowd. When I first joined the military, I looked to video games and movies as my idols and heroes that I should strive to be. Yes, I know they have glamorized the versions of the events, and I knew it back then. But it wasn't the idea of becoming Solid Snake. It was the ideology that he stood for. It was the ideology that heroes like Master Chief and Halo stood for. That no matter
Ooh, these boys. I already did the Solid Snake one. Let me find that again. Where you at, boy? There he is.
ideology that he stood for. It was the ideology that
Benny apparently cannot say ideology. Now I can't say it. Fuck.
Halo stood for. That no matter what,
the job had to be done, I felt it was a good goal to aim for. Because as the saying goes, shoot
Shoot for the stars.
and even
if you miss, you'll land among the stars. But as my time in the military grew, my view on it waned. And that's when I discovered Flash Thompson and Agent.
Shoot for the sky.
Even though he was a comic book character, he was someone that was worth looking up to. You see, I'm 6'1" with tattoos all over.
told that I look like I was in the military. I get that reaction.
This one looks sort of silly with this mode. I'm gonna
Jobs before this whole YouTube thing, and I've had very odd. You see, I'm 6'1" with tattoos all over. Who's been told that I look like I was in the military. I intimidate people all day without even trying, and have been told in my civilian life that people are afraid that I'm going to snap, and they're afraid of the PTSD soldier. I've lost chances at.
I don't think college costing a lot of money depends on where you apply. I feel like it costs a lot of money regardless. I mean, that's true in the sense that there are schools that cost more than a fortune, but I feel like every school costs a fortune. And he was specifically talking about art schools, which are crazy. What's so shit about college? I just explained it. Depending on your field, you're going to be in debt for the rest of your life, and you're going to have a degree that's not helping you in any way. And again, that heavily depends on your field. Like, if you want to be a teacher, you have to go to college. If you want to be a doctor, you have to go to college. If you want to be a video editor, don't go to fucking college. Same thing goes with, like, acting or music. I mean, if you don't know how to do any of that, again, I would still recommend just teaching yourself with online help. But go to college online. Go to lynda.com. I don't know. Watch Film Riot. I'm self-taught. This is why I am the way that I am.
Jobs before this whole YouTube thing, and I've had very odd situations at jobs before this whole YouTube thing. Hell, even doing this YouTube thing, if somebody finds out that I was
Hello, Miwa.
Military.
I get that reaction at times. People here at YouTube didn't know why I dyed my hair. And it was actually because of a sub-drive over on our Twitch channel that I discovered an interesting side effect. People seemed far less intimidated by me with it. I was approached by people and they initiated conversations with me instead of me having to go to them. Flash Thompson losing his ability to be a hero due to injuries was something that I could relate with. I understood where he was coming from. The option of becoming a
Again with the
symbiote to learn what it means to become a superhero, to not be viewed as an intimidating.
I can cook things like pizza, lasagna, dosa, sushi. I can make ice cream, chow mein, dumplings. Cool. I don't know anything about whether or not people care about degrees for culinary stuff, but Sci-Fi Pie seems to think that it doesn't matter.
monster.
This is all something that I can relate with. Yes, I know. Him becoming Venom and me just getting shut.
But yeah, with like food, you just, I don't know, you cook something, it tastes good, dope. You're set. maybe that's a rude view on culinary arts, but
Him becoming venom and me just getting shunned by people who think I'm going to snap is kind of completely different things, but it's the
I
idea.
don't see how it could be much different. I mean, at the end of the day, it just has to taste good, right? This is a very single-minded view of culinary arts. Obviously, there's science behind it that you need to learn, but you know, technically,
Set in a fictional
world, but it's the idealistic view of how things could end. Maybe, just maybe, one day, I'll get to become the hero that Flash gets to be.
My dreams
Aren't dead. I know they are, but when the hope for something better.
Benny saying his dreams are dead makes me sad.
I know they are.
I know he's talking about his dreams in the military, but it still makes me sad.
But when the hope for something better officially flickers out, what do we live for? To me, this is why I'm okay.
Experiment
To try new diverse superheroes. You never know what someone's going to see in a superhero or how they're
Dreams
going
dying
to relate. Doesn't mean every
sucks.
experiment works, but I feel that this
I don't know why the sibilance on that was so far off. God, fuck John and his stupid ass face. You know what I mean?
that this one
did. For me, Agent Venom represents the hope that dreams could possibly not
die. That you can rise
Just fucking zooming out
above
or zooming in.
preconceived
Shit's zooming out.
notions and become the hero
is
that you
zooming
are
out.
meant to be. Every day
No, it's
for
'cause
me
I
is
increased
a
it.
battle with depression. Every day I remember the friends that I've lost.
the friends who have moved on. What happened?
Hey. I'm gonna do that. And then I'll still make it zoom
But this
out.
one did.
'cause that
For friends that I've lost.
I don't know.
The friends who have moved on. What happened to the dreams of
Gives some variance.
Was that we lost.
why are mine worth surviving? I overthink the actions that I did the day before and the words that I said to friends and acquaintances. I overthink what people think of me and if I should care or not. This is every morning for me. I battle it every...
Dee 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 dee. Give me that shit. Yeah. Yeah, you know what I like. That was creepy, I'm sorry. If you have money to go to college, just spend that money on opening a restaurant. I mean, yeah, but also, you still need to know how to run a business, which I guarantee you, and this is not a slight towards anyone, but if you haven't gone to college, I guarantee you don't know how to run a fucking business, because I don't know how to run a business. And you just don't, you're not taught that in school.
Day. I know.
Unless you like unless you
Yeah.
I get some sunlight. I dream of things that could have been. Dreams that I had as a child. To become an elite
You know what I
soldier.
mean?
Fictional heroes like
you might not know what I mean. What I mean is, if you like major in business in college, then you'll learn it. But they're not going to teach that shit in high school for some reason. They
People
should.
here on YouTube didn't know why I dyed my hair
Look at this
purple.
man. He's crazy.
Fictional heroes like Agent Venom mean
Silly, crazy boy.
fictional heroes
like Agent Venom mean more to me than the average Joe because even though it's a comic book, it represents what can happen. Maybe, just maybe, I'll get a call to use a symbiote one day. Or maybe, just maybe, you at least understand me a little better.
Maybe I'll do a little bit of a fade out there. I already have black video. What am I doing?
all to use a symbiote one day. Or maybe, just maybe, you at least understand me a little better. This has some spoilers for Amazing Spider-Man number 800. Also, I've never done anything like this before.
Yeet! Alright, now we need to find some music and cut some audio.
Flash Thompson is that he is what I strove for as a soldier in comic book form. When I joined
I wanted to use 3 songs for this because there's sort of 3 parts to the video.
Badass Soldier would end there. Since I'm making you this video, you can assume which one I took. But that brings
It's like 3 parts. There's part 1, which is Flash Thompson. It's part 1 that's basically Amazing Spider-Man 800. There's part 2, which is Benny's Army Stories. And then part 3, which is basically In Conclusion. In conclusion, Flash Thompson is a good boy. Fucking, what are you doing, Chrome? There we go. Bye, Grim. Bye, Comic Man. Also, hello, Nissa. I don't know if I ever said hello to you. If I didn't, I deeply apologize. What do I want to do for this one? Maybe some nice laid back, low energy. Hopeful might be too much. Ugh, that's bad. I don't like that. I don't want to make people fucking want to die. Good night songs. Let's put some boys to sleep. Ooh, I like this. This'll work. Ah, there's 3 of them. Perfect. Oh, yeah, there's 3 of them. Oh, yeah. Perfect. Oh, yeah. Now we gotta make those up real nice and big and long. What do I do? 5 minutes each? Yeah, that'll work. Yeah. Time is it? Dope. You know what I'm not looking forward to? Beep beep. After I do the music, I'm probably gonna shut the stream off. Wow, it took me an hour and a half, Christ. Just cause I wanna listen to a podcast while I cut all the words out. I'm not doing that on stream. I don't care about the previous session audition. Just open your goddamn program, ass. Bitch ass. Yeah. Gotta make the cakes. What the? Piss off, audition. Open multi-track session thing crashes. The second time that shit's happened. It's cold in here. Hey Google, turn off the AC. I'm sorry if I just triggered anyone's Google Home. No! That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Just gonna add a 5 instead of a 1. No, instead of a 1. I think the order is gonna be 3, 1, 2 for song order. That's what ya boy is thinking. Which one is this? 1? Yeah. We'll just do 1. I don't. It's not important. Sometimes I feel like I'm too mean to people when I stream. Because it's like that anonymity. Maybe not the anonymity, but just like stream of consciousness. But also I'm not looking at faces, it's just text. But then, on the other hand, I don't care, so. Maybe I do care. I probably do care. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Just working. Just working. Or at least trying to. The key to editing is to, every time you hit a button on your keyboard, you do it as expressively as possible. That's the key. What did I say? 3, 1, 2? Works for me. Balanced background music.
The Flash stopped him. He told Peter that Venom was a good guy now, and don't let his rage turn Venom into a villain again. He wanted Venom to remain the hero that they had become together. Then, as Spider-Man tried to give Flash the symbiote back in a half-hearted attempt to save his life, Flash told him not to. Don't even try it. He didn't want to injure his friend Venom. So, he said his goodbyes to Peter Parker, his hero, his friend. He went down a hero with knowledge that Spider-Man was Peter Parker finally, the knowledge that his friend had been his idol this whole time. For me, soldier in comic book form.
That's not where that should be. There we go.
Is that he joined the U.S. Army back in 2005. I joined with a bunch of people.
Hey, this one ain't nearly long enough. Fine, I'll fix it. I'll fucking fix it. It's fine. Not opening audition again, so we're just gonna repeat some stuff. No one's gonna notice. It's in the background, peeking at native 27. No one's gonna fucking care.
And at least not sit at a desk all day. When I got there, though, I met an officer whose entire purpose was to make his career, everyone else be damned. He had it in his head that he was...
Can't even goddamn tell. Was that 2? Did I put 2 there? I was gonna do 3. I guess I'm doing 3, 2, 1. Whatever. It's fine. It's fucking fine. Shut up. Everyone, just shut your traps right this instant, you bunch of heathens. Oh, hi, Owen. Sorry I'm screaming obscenities at you the moment you step into the room. Hey, that's what you get. That's the toss-up that happens. What is this? I didn't even signify that that was background music, but it did it anyway. Alright! How did it know?
Child to become an elite soldier, and I wonder what I lost. Fictional heroes, dreams that I had as a child to become an elite soldier, and I wonder what I lost. Fictional heroes like Agent Venom mean more to me than the average Joe, because even though it's a comic book, badass soldier would end there. Since I'm making you this video, you can assume which one I took. But that brings me back to Flash Thompson, and I told you that story because I wanted you to know why I liked...
How did I fuck that up? What am I, dumb? That's when they say, yeah. What am I, a goofy little guy? Yeah.
Sunlight. I dream of things that could have been. Dreams that I had as a child to become an elite soldier presents what can happen. Maybe, just maybe, I'll get a call to use a symbiote one day. Or maybe, just maybe, you at least understand me a little better.
Now that's good. Alright. Done. Now I just gotta fucking open everything. And discern which ones I need to clear out. Not a lot of these actually have text in them, so that'll make things a little easier. But I don't want Photoshop to freak the fuck out. So I'm just gonna... Oh god. So many of the Flash Thompson ones have text. This isn't gonna be as bad as I thought. I mean, it's not bad. I've done way more before. It's not even like the prospect of eliminating the text from a lot of images. It's the prospect of eliminating a text from a lot of images amidst a bunch, and while also trying to figure out. It's basically I just don't want to waste my time, so I need to remember which things I've actually used because I got so much shit that I didn't even touch. Like this one I used. I know that. I know I used this one. Do you ever get the feeling, like after you wake up, you realize that you feel like you never woke up? Like you don't feel like you're dreaming. You know you're not dreaming. Because of course you're not. You're awake. But like, you sort of feel like you never woke up. That's gotta be bad, right? That's how I've sort of felt all day. Just like I woke up, and I know I woke up, but I never truly woke up. And I think that's because my transition from dream to, like, unconscious to conscious, from dreaming to just completely awake was really fucking sudden, because I was having a nightmare, and I basically panicked in the dream, and I forced myself awake. Which sucks, by the way. I hate when I get that a lot, and it fucking sucks. I get that when I force myself, when I sleep for too long. When I sleep for nice. When I sleep for like longer than 8 hours, I'll start to get dreams that are really vivid. It's not quite sleep paralysis. In fact, it's not sleep paralysis at all. But it's maybe... They're a bit lucid, not really. I've lucid dreamt before, and it's not that. But it's definitely not like a normal dream. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was aware I was in a dream, but I couldn't control what I was doing. It was more like I was watching a show, and I knew I was watching a show, but the show was my dream. And I was about to wake up. The scenario this time was that it was some, like, sci-fi thing, and I was being thrown into a containment chamber, and the door locked immediately behind me. It was a really small, confined space, and it freaked me the fuck out. And I did not like it in any way, shape, or form. And as soon as, like, the door locked behind me, I felt like I couldn't breathe, so I woke up. I, like, forced myself awake. I've also had times where, oh, you know what's also the worst? This happened to me the other day, and it happens semi-frequently. It happens mostly when I try and sleep, when I try and, like, nap, and it's really hot outside, where you get these, like, you're constantly going in and out of consciousness, like your dream world and not just so constant. That fucking sucks. That's when I feel like I'm the closest to sleep paralysis, which, if you don't know, is my #1 fear, is sleep paralysis. Cause it's like this lucid but not lucid state of slipping in and out of a dream. It's really bad. I don't really know how to describe it other than it feels awful, and I hate it, and I never like it. And I had that the other day. Not as bad as I had it. There was one time where I was up for like 24 hours, and I finally got to bed, but I was watching like horror shit all night. So by the time I got into bed... You like sleep paralysis? What are you, fucking stupid? Excuse me? But by the time I got to bed, I was exhausted, but I was also just, my subconscious was pretty freaked out because I was watching so much horror shit. So, you can imagine it was just unpleasant. Why would you want sleep paralysis? That shit's fucking scary, from what I've read. I've had lucid dreams, and those are sick. But I'm also scared of those now, because one thing leads to another, and suddenly there's a demon standing on your chest, and you can't move your fucking body. You know what I'm saying? Like, someone told me something about sleep paralysis one day. Like, a trigger that can cause it. And I don't want to say what it is, because of the effect it had on me, and I don't want to pass that on to someone else. But basically... Ever since I read that, or someone told me that, I haven't been able to do the thing that triggers it. Supposedly triggers it. Is like one of the things that you don't want to do if you don't want to get sleep paralysis. It heightens the chances. It's not super common, no. It's common in, I don't know, it's common in people that have sleep, like, issues sleeping, and I think common in people with probably depression. which your boy is a good candidate for, but which is also why I'm sort of spooked about it. I don't like it. I don't want it to happen to me. It's fun to see what your mind makes up. God. Fucking self-saboteur. I don't want to live in your head. Would not be a fan. Personally, don't want to do that shit. Lucid dreams? Hell yeah. All about that. That's the other thing. Is like, there are people who are really into triggering lucid dreams, like on purpose. But it's sort of a toss-up, because the same things that trigger lucid dreaming can trigger sleep paralysis. And I wanted to really get into lucid dreaming once, but when I read that, I was like, fuck that! And I just, like, never thought about it again. I was like, if I get a lucid dream, dope. If I don't, even better, because that means I won't get sleep paralysis. What are all these word bubbles? What are you doing, Stan? There's too many fucking word bubbles in this page. God. I have to pee real bad. Anyway. Oh. Oh, that's not okay, Lazar. I don't like that. That's also absolutely how stories of alien invasions happen. Everyone's always like, I was asleep and then I saw some aliens, and nobody considers the fact that maybe they were dreaming. Yeah, I had a friend once who had constant sleep paralysis, and I felt so sorry for her. I was like, Jesus, you're living an eternal hell. I felt so sorry. I was like, God, if I were you, I don't know what I'd do. I'd just never sleep. I have genuinely had times where I've been afraid to sleep because of sleep paralysis or other things. Gotta fix this shit. Stupid ass. My neighbors are awake. I can hear them muttering, or not muttering. That would, if I could hear them speaking up there, that'd be really upsetting. Thin ass walls. I can hear them puttering around is what I wanted to say. God, fuck the 60s and the trillions of speech bubbles that were used back then. I'm a film guy. Apologize for your joke. People who apologize for mean jokes, they're not even that wasn't even mean. Mean would be, I don't know, you're fucking stupid. That's not even, I don't know. Problem is, nothing anyone can say to me on the internet makes me feel bad. You have to say something real specific to me on purpose to make me feel upset. And even then, it's hard. I have really thick skin. I don't put up with shit. Is that a difference? There's probably a difference there, right? Thick skin doesn't mean that you can put up with shit. It just means that nothing gets to you, which I feel like is still putting up with shit. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I don't need your weigh in on this. I answered it myself. Also, I guess I won't stop the stream now because people are showing up. I was going to stop the stream so I could listen to a podcast and do this stuff, but people are here, so it's fine. God, I gotta pee so bad. Did I use this one? Yeah, I did. Fuck! Fuck the 60s! Who's Skyping me? Oh, it's Benny. I'm buttoning it up now, live on the internet. Blah. This took longer than expected, I guess. I have to sneeze. Alright. Sneeze appropriated. You only look slightly handsome in your glasses. Take that. I agree. I don't think I look that great at all, so That's really where the thick skin comes from. I feel like people who are really confident, well, there's like a bell curve there, right? If you're really self-conscious about stuff, then jokes don't get to you because you're like, yeah, I just agree with your joke or your insult. But if you're really confident, then also they won't get to you because you don't even care because you're so confident. But there's something in the middle there where you're not confident enough to not care, but you're not self-conscious enough to agree. So it's just that's where the people who get offended live, in that area. Hi, Benny. I'm nocturnal right now. I'm sorry. I blame me, I guess. There's no one else to blame. It's just my fault. It's just my stupid fault. I blame depression. I don't know. Job's getting done. That's the point. Look at this mistake. It's fixed. Look at this not finished. God, I wish I had a... What's it called? Hi, Mopey. God, everyone's showing up now. Oh, my computer. It's lagging. No. There we go. Ah. I wish I had a catheter. That's what I meant to say earlier. Why? So I could pee at my desk. That's why. No one asked, but... In the early Avengers and X-Men comics, he describes what's happening on the panel. What's the point of having an artist if you're just going to explain what she drew? Well, that's probably because of the Marvel method. Or maybe not. I don't know, actually. Because the Marvel method was just... It was drawing shit and then writing a story around it, right? I don't know. That just sounds like poor. I don't know. Who gives a shit? That's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about catheters. Peeing at your desk to save time. Right, guys? I've seen a couple episodes of Trailer Park Boys. You'll give Scott a call to find out something specific and personal like an insult about you. That's fair. I feel like I don't have much to hide. I don't know what Scott would tell you. Honestly, Scott probably doesn't remember a thing personal about me. I'm just being real. Uh-oh, that looks bad. Let's fix it. Hey everybody, my name's Dylan, and I'm here to tell you if something looks bad, you should fix it. Like this does. God, why would it do that? Who decided it was a good idea? I mean, that's just confusing, isn't it? If they change the color of the speech bubble. They do that in Spider-Man a lot. Which I guess is fine. But only in Spider-Gwen. I don't know Scott's hours right now. I just sort of assume Scott never sleeps. Did I use this image? Who cares? We're gonna bubble it out anyway. Flash Thompson. Yum. Red Goblin. Yum. I think Benny just came here to yell at me and then leave. Or maybe he heard me talking about needing a catheter and then was like, the fuck? And then he really left. And now he's considering. He was like, why did I ever hire this boy? Oh, he's still here. Okay. Well, that's even more concerning. You're waking up to my voice? Wow, how beautiful. Best part of waking up is Dylan in your head. Doesn't rhyme quite as well, but it works, I think. Oh yeah, I was playing with my mixer earlier, my little tiny mixer for this microphone, and I can mess with the EQ a bit. I can make things real bassy. What do you think about this? It's real bassy. You're pooping? Mopey? That's good. Or I could make things like... I think this is a high-pass filter or something. I don't know. I feel like it just sounds fine flat. Personally. But sometimes I forget that mixers can actually have EQ on them because I'm so used to doing EQ in Audition or like digitally. God, there's so many fucking bubbles in these comics. Old comics are filled to the brim with people just talking. Ugh. They're all written like they sound like this. Oh, I must stop the crime. Everyone sounds like that in old comics. My current theory is that's because that's how people just talked back then. You don't take them from old comics? Well, you talk about old comics. What do you mean? You specifically mentioned this part in the video. What did you expect me to do? Oh, you mean the bubbles. Oh, I see. Well, I didn't know that. That would have been good to know. Oh, well. I'm already doing it now. It'd be harder to put the words back in. I don't think I've ever done an old comic for you guys. I've always just done modern stuff. Modern complete stories. Well, now I know. That's not the more you know thing. It's close enough. This is not. Oh, it was cool. Wow. Keep your messages to one thing, Benny. You're spamming my chat. This isn't Skype. Oh yeah. I'm glad this you told me that before I did Infinity Gauntlet. Infinity Gauntlet will be the first like older comic I do. Oh yeah, I could have been doing that for the what if stuff. Shit. Well, now I know. Maybe I'll bring what if back now. What if I brought what if back? Scott served. You know, there should be a word for like a new internet slang for mods that become worse than the people they should be moderating. Because I've noticed that's like a common theme. Or like mods that disobey their own rules. What is that? Like a rogue mod. Mod gone rogue. Or it's just implied when you become a mod that it's not when you become a mod of a stream, you're not gaining the power to enforce the rules of the chat. You're gaining the power to not have to abide by the rules of the chat. Power corrupts, exactly. I have to pee so bad. This isn't gonna end well for me. This is my problem. I don't want to get up because I'm still in the middle of doing this shit. You know what? I'm gonna pee. I just finished that. I'll be right back. I'm gonna pee. I'm back. Why does every time I leave, after saying multiple times why I'm leaving, there's always someone who's like, is the stream dead? Maybe if you paid attention, Mopey! God. Mopey, I want you to make stream highlights out of every one of my streams now. For no money. Completely free of charge. And you don't get to upload them anywhere. You just upload them to my personal server so that I can watch them and be self-indulgent. If that's not the deal of the century, I don't want to know what is. I gotta fix some levels on this one. Edit together all the pee breaks. Oh god, that looks like Dog Donkey. Who's Dog Donkey? Do you think... Never mind. There we go, that's better. The magic of magic. Make Alyssa do it? I wouldn't do that to her. I'd do that to you, but I wouldn't do that to her. I didn't use this image. I use this one, though. Gotta make sure we don't get hit with a copyright strike for the illustrious Snya or spoken by the Venom symbiote. I am in Texas, correct. Why? Why is... Hold on. Why is he speaking in black here, but back to the weird gray here? It's the same... Whatever. Get your shit together, letterer. Wee. Probably Joe Caramagna, or however you... you probably don't say that, Magna, but... I'm gonna say it like that anyway. Unpaved intern? What do you like? You like a road or some shit? You like the road from Cars? Unpaved. You see, I made fun of him because of his simple spelling error. I'm a comedian. What if I woke up one day and declared that I was a comedian? I feel like that would be a slap in the face of every comedian ever. How affordable is it to live? Pretty affordable. There's not a lot of shit going on in Texas, so... I mean, it depends on where you are. I feel like I don't pay much for rent for a 2-bed, 1 bath. So... Alright, I still need to do the Amazing Spider-Man pages. If you haven't read Amazing Spider-Man 800, and you care about lay spoilers, then get the frick out of my stream right this instant. I'm just gonna open all the pages, even though I know I didn't use them all. Well, I won't open all of them. I'll use the ones that I know I used. Like, where do I stop? Where's the Flash stuff stop? What is it, like here? I'm on the other monitor, by the way. Let's see, that should be everything. You wouldn't make it as a stand-up. Try sit down in the audience. Nice one. Did not use any of this. Why would I? Do you think that guy in the Spider-Man costume was supposed to be a reference to Flash dressing up as Spider-Man? Probably not. But you can make an argument for it. Dan Slott knows his Spider-Man shit, so it's possible. Didn't use this one. I used this one though. Get out of there. Hey. Who told you you could stay here? Might come live in the US for a year, so Texas seems like a good base camp. Texas is nice. It's very hot here. But other than that, it's pretty cool. Why do people hate Dan Slott? I don't think he gets that much hate, but I think most of the criticism that comes from Dan Slott is because he's just been on Spider-Man for so long. I mean, he's off him now, but, well, will be after the next issue. But, yeah, I think that's mostly what it is, he also, I don't know, he's just been on he's been on Spider-Man for so long, and he's sort of, my one criticism that I've had for Dan Slott is sometimes he over-explains. There's too much exposition in his writing occasionally, but I wouldn't abide by that criticism, because I haven't felt that very often. Because he's written some pretty dang good Spider-Man stories. Just no specific criticisms of Dan Slott come to mind. Except that one. I really don't think I showed any of this. If I did, then I'll just fix it, but because I'm going to check. Shut up, phone. Just because I forgot to mute you doesn't mean you're allowed to make noise. That seems like a bit overthinking it, Lazar. I don't know if that was the case. That seems like nefarious intent where there was none. Didn't use any of this. I don't think I used anything except the first page after all that junk. Yeah. Is phone your Korean girlfriend? Ha ha ha. Personally not a fan of that joke. Better luck next time. Now here's a question. Do I get rid of this title? It's probably fine. I mean, I could get rid of it, but I don't know if we get rid of titles traditionally. Mostly because they're difficult to get rid of. Looking for some text. There's no text in this part. Well, maybe there will be. I don't think there is, though. Nope. Yep. I think we did it. I think we're done. Shut up, phone. Alright. Huzzah. No, it's not because I took too long to read it. I think it's just because it's sort of sexist. And potentially racist as well. But at the end of the day, it's just not very funny. I don't know why I'm fucking coming down so hard on your joke, but that's what you get. If you come to my stream, come into my house. How is it sexist or how is it racist? Hello, corrupted animation. It is Chris, the non-mopey one. Fascinating. He arises as both. The joke was that you were a misogynist. Correct. I got the joke. How is... Hold on. If you're saying that the joke was that I was a misogynist, but then you're also confused on how the joke was sexist. Misogyny is sexist. Right? Maybe it's a perspective thing. I don't care. Hey, Benny, if you're still here, I'm exporting the video. Shouldn't take too long because there's not a whole lot fancy going on in it. Should I have done it? No. Okay. Maybe I could have put the disclaimer on it. It's probably fine. It's not a complete story. Yeah, it's not. I don't need the disclaimer because it's not a complete story. That's got shit for a complete story. It's not a complete. It's anyway. Thumb. I want. These two images. It's not sexist to pretend someone is a misogynist. Well, the joke is just founded on sexism, is what I mean. 'Cause I said, shut up, phone. And then you were like, oh, haha, he was talking to his girlfriend. Because he's a sexist. That's like saying if you're calling someone a, if that, I don't know. I don't see why you're making why there's a distinction between, like, if you were to say, I don't know. I don't feel like parsing this. It makes sense in my head. It doesn't matter. My computer's running slow because of ding dang darn Premiere exporting. I didn't call the film guy a racist. I mean a sexist. I said the joke was sexist, not that he was. To be fair. That's not what I'm saying. I don't know the film guy. Except for... I mean... I know of him. And I've spoken to him. Clearly. Speaking to him right now. Why does it think the shift button's pressed down? It's not. What are you doing? Whatever. Panicked for a second because I got a Skype message and I thought it was directions on the video, which I am exporting, and I didn't want to cancel the export. I don't know if I want to put Benny here. He sort of doesn't fit in. He doesn't need to be there. What text can I put on this thumbnail? that doesn't spoil anything. I don't know. If anybody has any suggestions, I will gladly hear them. Because I'm drawing a blank right now. What picture? The Benny picture? That picture is prominently featured in the video. Not, I mean, prominently so much as in it's up there for at least 5 or 10 seconds. I don't know. I don't know how long it's up there. It's not like a hidden image. It's not a hidden Mickey. There's no hidden Mickeys in this video. Well, you can catch it when you watch the video on youtube.com/comicstorian. In an hour or two, probably. Unless Benny already released a video for the morning. In which case, it'll be a few hours. No, that's not what I want. That's never what I want. Look at that hot shit. Don't you just love content-aware Phil? Content-aware Phil will make all your problems go away. I swear it. This doesn't need a stroke. He's already white enough. Am I right? Fellow patriots. I don't know why you guys are patriots suddenly. Hot take, patriotism, dumb. That actually is probably a hot take. There's a lot of people who are very patriotic. I just personally don't get it. Well, maybe I do. I get it to an extent. To have pride in your heritage. Or your country. I get it to have pride in your heritage. I just don't have heritage, which is why I don't understand that. Like, pride in your culture, your heritage, which I don't have those two things. Because I'm a white boy from America. But maybe it's hard for an American to get like, to understand, like, hardcore patriotism just because there's not I don't know, America sort of sucks lately. Mostly lately. Like the people who go out on the 4th of July and bathe themselves in American flags. Put American flags, like get American flag tattoo. I'm like, oh God, what are you doing? Chill. Like, more power to you, because if that's what you enjoy, go for it. But God. Boy, you got a lot of stuff. God, what text? What goes on this thumbnail? Ah! I could just write Agent Venom, but that's boring. What if I did that anyway? Wouldn't that be crazy if I did it anyway? Just doing it anyway. Because it's so fun. It's so crazy that I would say that I'm not going to do it, and then I do it. That's why I'm doing it. You feel me? You get me? You gravity gooka de gop me? Alright. 41 minutes? Fucking why? Oh, It's because it's 60 FPS. That's why. And it's high bitrate. High bitrate boys. Yo, what's up? We're the high bitrate boys. If I ever start an editing company of any kind, it's gonna be called the high bitrate boys. Or like the maybe I could call it like shuttle right. That'd be pretty dope. That'd be kind of hard to explain though. I guess high bitrate boys isn't much easier. Who cares? Who knows? Who cares? My name is Joe. Alright, anyway. I'm gonna stop the stream now, probably. Wow, yeah, this stream's fucking lagging up a storm. I'm at, like, I just looked at the FPS. This is Adobe Premiere Pro CC 2018 Premiere. Just look up Premiere. I'm gonna dip out here. Maybe I'll order some food. Probably not. What time is it? 7:46. Cool. I got like an hour and a half before I have to go to bed. Bye everybody. Thanks for watching. Benny, if you're still listening, I will upload the video in 40 minutes when it's done exporting. Bye bye.